All right, the noob. Now, after watching this video, you'll be able to identify the most important pitfalls of that stage, whether or not you're in that stage, and also you can always get back to this video during your journey to just kind of see like, okay, wait, I mean, I'm resonating much more with this now, with this point, or much more than with that point. So again, see it as a Bible, and you can always get back to this. Now, let's look at this right now, because this video is just some sort of self-assessment. I'm not going to provide you with any fixes now. We're just going to go through the most important characteristics of the stage so you can assess where you are. The fixes of this problem are actually going to be in the Becoming Sex-Worthy video, which we're going to go to later on. Now, the noob. His main issue is he's inexperienced and he doesn't really know what he truly wants. So if that is you, I'm talking to you. Okay, so your main issue is you're inexperienced, you don't really know what you truly want. You're not even, obviously, you don't know what girls want and any of that, but most importantly, I think the most important pitfall is that you don't know what you want. You think you do, but you don't. Also, it's very highly likely that you're desperate, right? So the positive things for the noob is nothing, none. You're basically fucked. And again, it's extremely unnaturally, and you should get out of there. JK, to a degree, I'm kidding to a degree, but because the good thing about you right now, if you're the noob, is you're here, and you're ready to learn, all right? You're here to take your future into your own hands and push it further. So, yes, you might be at the noob stage, but you're at the fucking verge to getting into the next stage, which is literally better than 99% of guys out there. So, yo, don't despair. We gotcha. Okay, now let's try to really summarize what the noob is. I would say if I had to summarize it, except for being desperate, I would summarize it with two words: confused and frustrated. Okay, again, frustrated and confused. Let's look at the frustrated part, right? You know, you have no experience with women, okay? But tons of times you might have witnessed someone else getting the experiences in, right? You see the guy in the movie, your friends or whatever, but you yourself, you don't have any experiences with women, which makes you very, very frustrated. I'll never forget, I myself was that guy, you know, I was like getting into puberty, and even when I was a kid, many guys and girls said like, yeah, you're a really cute kid, you're gonna have a nice little girlfriend. I'm like, yeah, can't wait, you know? And I was 14, nobody wanted to fuck me. It was 15, 16, 17, and it got really, I'm like, all my friends are getting laid, what the fuck? And I'll never forget, my friend Gregor was his name, very Austrian name, and he would just be like, yeah, herp-de-derp. He had always like some sort of girlfriends, like some hoes. He's like, yeah, I was at the fucking beer tent. We have the beer tent in Austria. It's something like Oktoberfest. And I walked behind the tent with this chick, and she gave me a blowjob, and it was so mind-blowing for me. I think I was 16, he was my age. And for me, like, getting a blowjob is like this thing I would jerk off to porn. And this is like, in my world, it would be so outside of my reality to get a fucking blowjob. And he just casually told it. I'm like, frustrated, right? Frustrated because I'm witnessing everybody else getting the results. Another thing that is a characteristic of the noob is you just want it to end, right? You want the life that you have right now just to end. Just like, all the loneliness, can it just come to an end? All the frustration, can't I just have this one girl at least to come in, you know? Which brings me to the next point, you're seeking the easy way out, right? Fantasizing about the one perfect girl moving in next to you. This is what I had, and again, like literally everything I'm telling you here is me, has been me, sharing it with you. So, right? So I would literally fantasize about this hot girl from a different country moving in next to me, right? She's from far, far away, so she doesn't know anybody else. Excuse me, she lives right next to me, and I'm her only point of contact. You know, together we fall in love, and there's no obstacles to overcome, no other guys that I need to compete with because I'm her neighbor, and I'm the only nice guy, and all the other guys try to fuck her, but they're all assholes, and I'm her only hope, right? Fucked up. If you ever watched the movie, what's that movie called with Alicia Cuthbert? The Girl Next Door. Literally, like, that's the story, right? And it was, for me, that was the ultimate fantasy. Like, if only this one girl could just move in next to me, so I don't have to, like, attract her, and I don't have to know anything about the game thing, and I could just, like, you know, she's just, like, this really, really hot girl, like, extremely 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 hot, but she's really not interested in any other guy, like, all this fucked up shit. Like, I'm getting angry just thinking about that. Now this is, by the way, what we call the classic codependent mindset. Why codependent? Well, she's dependent on you because she doesn't know anybody else, right? You're dependent on her because, well, you're a chode and you have no other options, right? So it's this extremely codependent mindset, which is the mindset that 99% of the relationships are in, FYI. And yes, we will talk more in great depth about the codependent mindset, but let's keep on going with the characteristics here. On top of all that, one big characteristic is judgmental attitude towards sex, right? You see women enjoying sex, right? Going for the player, having fun, because that's what they actually like. For girls, it's fun to flirt with men. It's in their fucking DNA, right? You see, you're not a part of that. So again, to get back to that example, the girl giving a blowjob to my friend, what am I thinking about the girl? Oh, what a slut. A nice girl, a girlfriend-worthy girl would have never done that. Judging. Secretly, I wished I was the guy receiving the blowjob, right? So you're not part of it, so you judge. These are all sluts, right? We're all the real women, the loyal ones, the good ones, like MGTOW all the way. And obviously MGTOW in and of itself is a great movement, but it has been hijacked by a lot of really butthurt male that just don't get laid. So yes, don't lie to yourself. Basically saying, no, don't lie to yourself. You have a judgmental attitude because you're not getting laid enough. It's crazy. Just imagine, if I would be like a fucking asshole that hates women, says they're all dirty, but like 10 fucking 9s and 10s would just come in, like fondle me, like suck my dick every day, like you're the best. I'll be like, yo, women are awesome. Like literally, every player that you see out there who fucks a lot of girls, he's not a judgmental asshole because he's not jealous, he's not envious of people having fun because he's part of it. So yeah, don't lie to yourself. Now on top of all that, so we've talked about a frustration point, right? All these things come together with the frustration. Now, confused. You also feel very confused, right? Because you think that the nice guy is the best way to get a girlfriend, right? Oh, I bought the girlfriend game because I really don't want to do the pickup thing. I just want to be a nice guy, right? Or shit like, guys just want the one thing, you know? So I want to stand out, and I'm clearly gonna first go down the route of just being nice and doing everything the girl wants from me without even trying to make a fucking move, right? While she fucks all the other guys, all the fucking douchebags, right? All the douchebags. I want to get in relationships. I'm the nice guy. By the way, girls get in a relationship with all the fucking douchebags. You're like, how does this nice girl Jenny get in a relationship with all these guys? They're such assholes. I would treat her well, right? So this confuses the hell out of you because that's why mainstream narrative. That's what mainstream narrative fucking tells you, right? Right? You should not be the guy that is the douchebag that fucks all the girls. Yet you have the real life example of the douchebag getting all the girls. So you're like, I'm fucking confused. Let me go buy the Men's Health and the BuzzFeed article, and it just says be nice, so I'm just gonna do that. And then again, you go to the club, you see the fucking asshole making out with all the chicks. Coming in with a judgmental attitude. Oh, he's an asshole and all these women are sluts, right? So that's, again, the reality of the noob. Now, you probably even had firsthand experiences of that yourself, right? Was my case. You've confessed your love to the girl that you really like, right? You're like, I like you, I just really like you. She doesn't reciprocate it because there's no emotions involved. She's not attracted to you, right? Or, which was also me, you're working on a girl, right? Like, don't even talk to this girl because I'm working on her. You've been working on her for months, right? With like little text messages every morning. She goes to school with you, so you just kind of talk to each other and like look to each other. You never make a move. So you're working on her for months, right? Only to see her run off with the next fucking douchebag she met over like the weekend, right? Because again, he was able to spike her emotions and attract her, and you're just the noob. So, common misconceptions that noobs have. Let's talk about those. First of all, I just have to wait for the right one misconception. The right one will just come around the corner, right? And it will all be fine. That's a very bad misconception to have. And obviously that leads to what? Complete inaction. You end up having no experience at all. You just do your little 9-to-5 job and just keep being a nice fella, and then she's gonna come around, right? And it's where that confusion, that misconception leads you is complete inaction and then bound for a life of more confusion and frustration, right? Because it's basically a downward fucking spiral. You're waiting. Never happens. Continuously more frustrated. more confused, which nags at you, drags you down. Your life just goes. At some point, you end up being 30, 40, unhappily married, even more unhappily divorced. You hate women because of what they've done to you. You hate douchebags, and I mean, again, fuck. But again, you're here to change, so I don't want to depress you here with all these negative things. You will, by the way, see this program, the first couple chapters are very negative, just to like suck the poison out of you, give you this reality check, like, whoa, wake up, this is not fucking reality, okay? What you've been fed is not real, right? And it will get more and more positive towards the end, so just stick with us, it will get better. But, and this is so fucking key right now, I want you to write this down, literally, take your phone, open a notepad, take a pen and a fucking paper, write this down right now. You cannot wait for the right girl to magically appear. Again, you cannot wait for the right girl to magically appear. All you can do is you can create the right opportunities. They're not coming. They're created. By whom? Not by the fucking Max, not by his camera guys. It's created by you. Okay? So again, write this shit down. And by the way, spoiler alert, the right one has already come. There's a lot of right girls out there. She's already crossed your path. You might have even fucking talked to her, hold eye contact, fucking smiled at her on the street, but you were not man enough to talk to her. You did not take the opportunity and make it yours. You didn't create an opportunity. You let her go. Let that sink. I guarantee you the right girl has already been there, but you were either not able to approach or you were too chody and you fucked it up, right? Just kind of doing your thing with your job, being a good person and all these things. How the fuck is this going to prepare you for shit? How is this going to prepare you for anything? How does one prepare to become a weightlifting champion? Huh? By just kind of being a nice guy and doing his thing. No. He's becoming a weightlifting champion by lifting fucking weights, by getting out there and doing shit. Same goes for relationships. It's your responsibility to go out, meet women, learn social dynamics, learn about yourself, learn about what you want, what women want. It's that simple. How does one prepare for a relationship? By doing shit. Waiting, shaving yourself is not gonna do fucking shit. And I did say I'm not gonna provide you with fixes here in this video. I guess I kinda do, but again, more about this soon. The main point here is, by waiting, you're not gonna achieve anything. Now, as a little side note here, if you're suffering from something that we call approach anxiety, right? You have trouble overcoming your fear of talking to girls, of overcoming rejection fear, of what are the other people going to think about me, etc., etc. If you have approach anxiety, I created a program a while ago. It's called Fearless, the Approach Anxiety Buster Program. A couple thousand people already on this program. All of those guys report back to us, say, yo, my approach anxiety is gone. I can finally approach girls with ease, etc. So if you have that problem, I highly recommend you checking it out. We're going to bump it up here somewhere, crushingmyfear.com. That's the website. You do get $100 off, by the way. If you have this program, you want to get Fearless, you don't have it yet, you can get $100 off. We'll link you to it. We'll put the link somewhere here with the coupon code or whatever the fuck it is. Because again, I want you to succeed. And if you feel like this is your problem, it's not going to be covered in this program, but it will be covered extensively in Fearless, the Approach Anxiety Buster program. But to get back to it, here's the key, okay? You need every single experience, okay? From having the 10-second interaction at the bus stop to the chaotic, crazy 5-minute bathroom poll. You need these experiences. They will help you for long-term relationships. As a side note, you learn how to bang hot girls, but at the same time, it helps you understanding social dynamics and the way women think, okay? This is really key. You need every single experience. Now, last but not least, I've talked about frustration and confusion. You're also confused about yourself, okay? You're not only confused about the way things work, but you're also confused about yourself. You think you know what you want, but you don't. LOL. It's so crazy because I always thought, as my example here, and I'm sharing a lot of my personal experiences here, I hope you don't mind. I always thought I liked the outgoing, crazy girls. They're like very social and I talk to everybody because I'm like, this is kind of attractive, right? Because it has always been fed to me, this narrative, like these are the attractive girls. And I got together with these girls. I never felt 100% comfortable. I would have sex and all that or went on dates, but I would never feel the urge to make them my girlfriend. Never felt the will to make them my girlfriend. And as it turns out, I don't even like that. My current girlfriend is a very sociable person. All of my friends love her. That was always important for me. But she's not this girl who just keeps talking, who's a very social girl. If she automatically, she is it if she has to, right? She's just this calm energy that calms me down, that is totally cool with awkward silences and all that. So I thought that was the thing that I liked, but I didn't. And again, this is just a simple example, but you're extremely confused about the things you want. And also, I talked about desperation already, right? A common misconception with that desperation is a partner will complete me, right? If I just have that girl just with me, I feel complete, right? And of course, that feeds into the mainstream narrative of not taking action, right? Just getting a nice job. Don't take action. Don't even work on yourself because the partner will complete you, right? So you basically have no abundance, right? You want to lock down the first hot girl that doesn't run off, right? You want to lock her down so you can stop having to put the work in yourself. Oh, I got the girlfriend now. She completes me. I'm nothing without her. It sounds nice. It sounds cute. But dude, how bad is it if you really think about it? Like, I'm nothing without you, Jenny. I'm just nothing without you. Like, what girl wants to be with a guy that is nothing without her, right? And by the way, have you ever seen a guy with, like a really cool guy, like tall, good-looking, cool job, outgoing, social, with a girl that is clearly not his best choice, like clearly a little under his value? Yeah, that's the noob. That's the noob. That's the guy who's like, I'm just going to settle down, like lock down the first girl so I don't have to work on myself, right? Because it's scary out there if I need to work on myself. So, I mean, yeah, overall, here's the key. And again, I'm giving you a little bit of fixes, more on that in the chapters later on. Learning to validate yourself from within is just fucking key, okay? There's no good morning, honey, right? Good morning, honey texts. I love you, or like, you're the best boyfriend ever. No, none of that shit is coming to you. You have to learn to love yourself without these kind of texts, without the little validation, right? That is one of the first steps, and we'll bring you to that, by the way, okay? We'll guide you through that. And then also, which is very key, you need to realize where's your preferences coming from, right? Where are they urging from? For example, I like a loyal girl, you know, like I want her to be really loyal and just only have eyes for me and never even look at another guy. Obviously, that's an extreme example. Now, where does that come from? That comes from a deeply rooted insecurity. You're too scared that she cheats on you. Why? Because you're too scared that someone else is better than you. Why? Because you yourself don't view yourself as high value, which is, again, you think the girl will complete you. You gotta lock the girl down on all these things because deep down inside you're insecure. Because, why are you insecure? You're not born insecure. Babies are not fucking born insecure. You're insecure because of your lack of action taking. Every single action can take a chody little boy to a strong, masculine, attractive fucking warrior, if you will, right? But don't worry, all this sounds very negative. Give you a little bit of fixes. Might sound like a lot of work. Don't worry, we've got your back. We'll lift you out of this, okay? In the next chapters, we'll build you up. We'll tell you exactly what to do. So this is the noob. If you are in this stage, don't worry about it. We'll got you. If you're not, you might be in the player or in the boyfriend stage. So let's see.